We are watching a line of strong, potentially severe storms move through mid-Atlantic states this hour. This same system caused deadly tornadoes in the Midwest. These pictures were taken near Cincinnati, Ohio, one of the areas hardest hit. And more severe weather may be back in the Midwest as early as tomorrow. Hello and welcome to Weather Center. I'm Sharon Resultan.
And I'm Jeff Morrow. We are keeping a rather close eye on these storms in the east. Let's get the very latest now from Dr. John Scala at the the expert desk.
Good morning. Good evening, Jeff. We got several severe thunderstorm warnings out right now. Two locations in the Mid-Atlantic region of interest right now. They are located in the Delmarva region, southern Delaware and southern Maryland, and also along an advancing squall line moving through southeastern Virginia. But before we do that, let's take a look at where we have watches right now. We have a severe thunderstorm watch in effect until 11 p.m. That is Eastern Daylight Time. And a second one, which we expect to have expired or removed here very shortly. What I'd like to do at this point then is look at the large-scale view with the radar. And we'll take a look. There we go. The storms that are producing some hail and gusty winds over the Delmarva region are located in the vicinity of Salisbury right now. And then we have a line which is showing some bowing segments or evidence for perhaps some stronger winds making it down to the surface and causing an arc shape in the radar return. And this line is advancing off to the east-southeast at 30 to 40 miles per hour. Let's go to the Doppler view. There we go. There's the Doppler view. This is out of Norfolk, Virginia. And we have several warnings for portions of Delaware and Maryland. This is Newcastle County and southern Cecil County in Maryland, northern Somerset and Wycomico counties in Maryland, and Sussex County in Delaware. That's for this hailstorm here, which is producing up to half-inch size hail. And we have several warnings out along this line moving through southeastern Virginia.
John, what is the main threat right now as far as these storms are concerned? Is it a tornado threat or is it hail and high winds?
Jeff, the tornado threat is really minimal. If we get a tornado out of something like this, it's really associated with a bowing segment. The main threat will be hail up over the Delmarva region and gusty winds in southeastern Virginia.
How long do you think before these storms get down toward the Tidewater, toward Norfolk, Virginia? Another couple of hours?
I think it's going to be really quick, Jeff. They've moved through Richmond and the Petersburg area, and they're bearing down on Norfolk. It'll be within 2 hours.
All right. Now let's talk a little bit about a forecast, John. This is going to sweep through, as you said, rather quickly this evening. What about tomorrow? Do we have more on the way?
We have more severe weather on the way for the plains, unfortunately, where we had a lot of activity over the last couple of, well, over yesterday, actually. We're going to be looking at a storm system developing, coming out of the Rockies and moving through Kansas and up towards Iowa. So that's actually going to put a severe weather threat for a large portion of the Midwest, including St. Louis, perhaps Chicago, and over into Indianapolis.
All right. Thank you, Dr. John Scala. For the latest on tonight's severe weather, of course, we'll be checking back with you throughout this evening to get the very latest on these big storms moving through Virginia and North Carolina. Now, here is the very latest on the deadly storms that hit Cincinnati early this morning. Officials now say 4 people died in the tornado. Dozens more were hurt. Parts of Hamilton County are littered with debris, and emergency officials estimate 200 homes were destroyed in Cincinnati's northeast suburbs. Now let's take you back in time just over 24 hours ago to when this system was spawning tornadoes in Iowa. Storm chasers caught this footage from DeSoto, Iowa, of a tornado which tore across the plains. These pictures were taken just west of Des Moines. And as John said, more severe weather is in the forecast as we head on into tomorrow. We'll have that forecast for you coming up. Right now, let's get a look at the rest of the nation's weather with Sharon.